Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am bringing you this Kim Chi the Drag Queen inspired makeup tutorial featuring the Kim Chi Sugarpill Eyeshadow. They are coming out with the whole collection. I believe this is the only piece of the collection that is out at the moment. It is a beautiful matte teal eyeshadow, super blendable, super pigmented. I love it. You can get this off of the Sugarpill website or kimchithedragqueen.com. Basically, this is the look that inspired my makeup today. I noticed on Kim Chi's Instagram that she does teal in the crease really often, which is not my first instinct with this eyeshadow. Like, I thought to put this all over the lid, kind of. But then when I saw this picture, I was like, yes, because two of my favorite colors are teal and baby pink, and I just love what she did here. So I wanted to kind of recreate it and give my own take on it and try something different, like putting teal blue in the crease. So thank you, Kim Chi, for challenging me and inspiring me. Kim Chi was by far my favorite queen on this season of Drag Race. I would say in large part because of her artistry. Her artistry is so amazing, and like her makeup is always flawless and inspiring. But also I think, like, especially when they did that like presidential campaign episode, her true colors really shone when she kind of expressed, you know, she's kind of in this to provide like representation for racial diversity in the drag world and also for a diversity of body types, which is awesome. I'm really excited about this collaboration because I love the whole concept of Sugarpill, you know, like cruelty-free, bright, exciting colors. And I think that Kim Chi is a perfect representation of that, and I'm so glad they did this collab, and I'm so glad I have this eyeshadow, and I'm so happy to be bringing you this makeup look. So if you want to see how to get this Kim Chi inspired look using the Kim Chi by Sugarpill eyeshadow, then please keep on watching. So the first thing I'm going to do is block out my brows, and for that I'm going to use the Elmers Washable School Glue Stick. This video is not sponsored. And basically, I'm just gonna start by getting that in the brows. Press the brows into my skin with my finger. And then I'm gonna go over top of that glue with my face powder and just a fluffy powder brush. So just pat that right over, and then I'm gonna repeat that process about 3 more times. And then when I'm done layering that glue stick and powder, I'm going to take a peach color correcting concealer, this one's by Decay, and just pat that over. And then I'm going to take just a little bit more concealer. This one is more of a flesh tone on me, and I am going to pat that over top. I'm more concerned about the outer portion than the inner portion because the inner portion is going to stay pretty close to my natural shape when I fill it in. Okay, and now that we're looking like Derek Barry, I'm just going to take my face powder and set that concealer. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is prime the eyes. I'm going to use the MAC Painterly Paint Pot for this. And I'm just going to get that all over the lid, the inner corner, and up to the brow bone, and blend it in with that concealer. I'm also going to put a little bit of concealer under my eyes. We're going to cover up most of this area with eyeshadow, but I just want to give it something to stick to in the meanwhile, and I might as well use something color correcting, so I'm using the Decay Peach color correcting fluid again. And just patting that out with a concealer brush. Okay, and now for eyeshadow, we're just gonna go straight in with Sugarpill Kim Chi. I love this eyeshadow so much. And I'm gonna take that on a brand new Inglot 6SS brush. And I'm gonna start right here, kind of in the bridge of the eye. I'm gonna bring that into like my nose contour a little bit and just kind of follow my natural eye shape. We're gonna keep this really round. I'm not worrying about making it too precise over here because I'm going to carve that out with an eyeshadow base later, but just making sure the edges are nice and feathered out. And I'm just going to go ahead and build that up to my desired intensity, which is very intense. As I noted in the intro, Kim Chi really seems to love teal for the crease, and it's not something I normally do because it's hard to get it to kind of blend out and look flattering. But this eyeshadow blends beautifully. She did an amazing job. So now I'm going to start mapping out the cut crease, and I'm going to use the Too Faced Natural Matte Palette. I'm going to use Risque. It's like a dark mauve kind of color. I'm just going to take that on a flat definer brush, and I'm going to begin to just carve out the shape that I want by stamping this darker color onto the bottom of where I want my crease to be. Now I'm going to cover most of my lid with liner to do like a truly drag inspired look. If you're going to do this on your natural lid, like if you already have a lot of lid space and brow bone space, then you don't need to bring this as high over your natural crease as I'm doing. But yeah, I want to make this as Kim Chi as possible, so I'm going to bring it pretty high above my natural crease. And I'm just trying to go parallel to the natural shape of my lid and keep it pretty round. And then I'm going to take my Inglot 10S, which has got a little bit of Kim Chi eyeshadow on it, and I'm just going to blend that line with this. And I'm picking up more Risque and blending that in, and I'm going to alternate between Risque and Kim Chi until I'm happy. And on that flat definer brush again, I'm just going to take a matte black eyeshadow and really define that cut crease. And for this I'm using a combination of stamping motions and kind of sweeping motions. And then just giving it one last little blend with my Inglot 10S. Now I'm going to take another flat definer brush and I'm going to carve out the lid with my MAC paint pot. And I've already done my other eye, so the key is to really make sure that both sides look the same. Also, I've definitely said this in a past video, but this does not look like a real eye yet. It does not look like beautiful eye makeup just yet. So just be patient when you're doing cut creases and fancy makeup like this. Because once your liner, your lashes, and your brows are on, it all really comes together. And then I'm going to take a flat shader brush and the shade Matte Thomas from the Meet Matte Nude palette, or I'm sorry, this is the Meet Matrimony palette. It can be any light pink that you have. Shimmery or matte, doesn't matter because we're going to cover it with glitter as long as it's cool toned. If it has any peach in there, it might kind of throw off the look that we're going for. And now, just because I don't want to get glitter where I'm going to put my liner so much, I'm going to map out the liner first. And I'm going to use this Essence pen liner. Okay, so basically I'm going to wing this out really far. And I'm just drawing the line really close to where the lid meets my natural crease. And I'm just going to finish this part off camera and draw a little wing on the inner corner as well, just going straight down. Don't worry about having that liner totally filled in because we're just going to go over it with gel liner after we do the glitter. So for my glitter base, I'm going to use the e.l.f. glitter glue. I actually really like this stuff. And then on my outer half of my lid, I'm going to use this random glitter, as long as it's like a dark cool tone pink glitter. It's by Matese. I got this at Ricky's forever ago. And I'm just gonna get a little bit of this on the back of my hand and then apply it straight to my lid, avoiding the eyeliner because we don't want to get glitter on there. I'm gonna shake a little bit of glitter into the cap, and using the tacky side of the brush, the side that I used the glue on, I'm going to pick that up and just pat that straight over top the glitter glue. And because I applied that glitter glue precisely, I mean, it's still going to stray away into the crease in the eyeliner a little bit, but we're going to be able to knock it away pretty easily. And I'm just going back in with more glitter glue and working in sections because it sets pretty quickly. Okay, so I cleaned that brush off, and now I'm going to use the Inglot AMC Pure Pigment in 111. It is so beautiful. I use this in my Drag Race finale, Get Ready With Me. So I'm just getting all the way in there and patting the glitter glue on that empty area. And then with the same brush, just patting the AMC Pure Pigment. Oh my god, I love it. And then I'm taking a little bit of that darker glitter and just blending it in with the lighter one. And as usual, going back and forth with the lighter and darker colors just to blend those edges between the two. Just redefine that crease ever so slightly and get rid of any loose flecks of glitter with that flat definer brush. It's got a little bit of black eyeshadow left on it. And we're going to reline our eyeliner with black gel liner and an angled brush. Also going to do my tight line with a little bit of black pencil liner, and I'm going to be careful not to get this into my bottom waterline because we're going to put white there. Now I'm going to apply some false lashes, also by Sugarpill. These are the Sugarpill Eyelash Overdose lashes, and this style is called Cateyei, perfect for doing a Kim Chi inspired look. And I'm just going to apply these off camera using some black lash duo. Kim Chi, girl, I don't know how you put on a 45-minute face because these lashes alone, we're just not going to talk about how long it took me to put them on. So finally, we are moving on to the bottom lash line, and I'm going to use the NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk and the Real Techniques Fine Liner Brush. And I'm just going to draw a enlarged cornea, if you will. So starting all the way at the outer part of the bottom lash line and making it parallel to my natural lash line, I am bringing this white all the way to the inner corner, and I am going to wing it inwards just like I did with that black liner. And once that's fully opaque, I'm gonna set it with a translucent powder. Preferably you would use a matte white eyeshadow, but I do not have one. Also, make sure you get that white eyeliner on your lashes as well, because you don't want your natural lashes to show up. Okay, I'm starting to be able to see less and less. And now with that angled brush and that black gel liner again, I'm just going to connect the edge of the top liner to, what am I saying? I'm just going to draw a new lower lash line. That's what I'm trying to say. And just go ahead and mimic that inner corner wing. I'm gonna blend that out with a flat definer brush and a little bit of Risque from Too Faced Natural Matte. And then of course I'm gonna add some Kim Chi eyeshadow to the bottom lash line. Then I'm taking Kat Von D Tattoo Liner in Trooper, and I'm just going to redefine that bottom inner wing. Be super careful with this. You want to keep it as thin as possible. Okay, now the last thing I'm going to do for the eyes is I'm going to apply individual lashes to the bottom lash line. These are the Kiss double up lashes or something. You can find these at the drugstore, and I'm going to use 2 of the medium on my outer lash line, 1 of the short on my inner lash line, and then on the very inner lash line I am going to use 1 of the Ardell individuals, and these aren't like a double layer or anything, so it's going to like taper off really nicely. So I'm just going to get a little bit of duo on the back of my hand. That is way too much. And then I'm just going to take a pair of tweezers and take 1 of the medium length Kiss lashes, and I'm going to hold it like this so they're pointing down this way. I'm just going to dip this into a tiny bit of duo. I'm just going to pop that where I drew my lower lash line, and I'm just gonna hold that in place for a second so it kind of dries like pointing out instead of pointing down. And then the last thing obviously is the eyebrows. So Kim Chi usually does like a warmer brow, but I'm just gonna do me right now and use the NYX Brow Gel in Black and just stick with my normal cool tones brow. Basically, I'm gonna start right before the arch and just bring it up higher than my natural brow. I'm not gonna use the spoolie because I don't have any natural brow hairs to brush through right now, and I don't want to peel off that glue. And then as I get closer to the inner portion of the brow, I am not picking up any additional product because I want to have a nice fade. And then when I'm done, I'm just going to take my face brush that has a little bit of foundation on it and just dab over the inner portion to make the fade more prominent. And this is the finished eye look, you guys. Now let's finish the rest of the face. So I already did my foundation and my under eye highlight. I'm going to contour using Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzer and my NARS Ita brush. And I'm just going to go pretty intense with this. And I'm gonna try and make my cheeks look a little bit rounder to mimic the Kim Chi look. And by that I mean I'm just kind of bringing it in and hugging my cheek. Contouring the jaw a little bit. I'm not going to bother with the forehead because I have bangs right now, but I am going to bother with the nose. And I'm going to use a tapered eyeshadow blending brush. This is the Real Techniques Bold Metals 203. You can use a MAC 217, whatever you want to use. And I am going to make my nose really, really skinny. So I'm using the very tip of the brush because I want these lines to be really precise. I don't want them to kind of blend everywhere. And I'm just gonna draw 2 lines down my nose really close together. And when Kim Chi contours her nose, she kind of makes the lines in like a little bit of an hourglass shape. So I'm gonna try and mimic that. I'm probably gonna have to use a smaller eyeshadow brush. Let's use like this tapered pencil brush. And I'm blending that a little bit into the crease. I'm gonna clean off that blending brush and just kind of soften the lines from the contour a little bit. And then I'm also cleaning off that pencil brush, and I'm gonna take this really light matte cream shade called Matte Lynn from the Meet Matrimony palette. And I'm gonna take that on the edge of the crease brush. And I'm gonna do the center of my nose. I'm also gonna use a little bit of this down the side of my nose just to sharpen up that contour. So then for blush, I'm using the Too Faced blush in the shade Justify My Love. It is a purpley pinky shade. I'm gonna get that all over my brush and just follow that round shape and put it right above the contour and on the apples of the cheeks a little bit. Just sharpening up underneath my contour a little bit with my powder brush because Kim Chi has a really sharp contour. And the last thing I'm gonna do is apply Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in Pure Hollywood. It's just like a pinky, taupey nude. And I'm just gonna overdraw my lips a little bit with this. And that is everything, you guys. This is my Kim Chi inspired makeup look using the Kim Chi in collaboration with Sugarpill Eyeshadow. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please don't forget to subscribe. I upload every Monday and Thursday, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.